not just wrong, it's a pathetic excuse to ignore the truth. So, Indian laws support both women and men fairly, but justice is needed. If anyone is searching your crime about women getting special treatment, maybe grab a tissue of your fragile ego. It's here to ensure justice, and justice doesn't care about your feeling and doesn't have any gender. So instead of finding about fairness, why not learn what fairness actually is? So let's stop pretending men are some endangered species in the Indian legal system.
Because it's time consuming and not essay. I'm not reading an essay. So the Indian government has done a lot to protect women, but it is doing so. There are important laws to protect women for violence, harassment, and abuse. But men also face these like false accusation, abuse, and there is no enough support for them. For example, men who are wrongly abused, accused to crime like domestic violence often have no way to defend themselves, have face huge problem changes. This isn't about saying women don't get rights. They should not get rights. Women should get rights. At the same time, there has to be laws that have gender neutral language. But there are no laws which have gender neutral language. It's everywhere use women, 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 women. No use of spouse, husband, or men. In India, after Nirbhaya case, which was a whole case in Delhi, there was 74% of rape cases fake. They're using it as a woman card, victim card. You know this card's name coming up now in social medias. They're using that. They're law because they're protecting them. They'll get money.
Nakul Subhash, you have mentioned the Sunil Kumar case. Now, in these cases, the main key point in these cases, what happened is the misuse of law. Am I correct? It is the misuse of law. Misuse of law is a flaw in the implementation of laws and not in the laws. Okay, even if misuse takes place, it is a flaw in enforcement of the law. The solution to this is better enforcement of laws and not abolishing the protected laws that were already.
We're telling that we want to abolish these laws. We are stating that you have to rewrite these laws. Using a particular language, wherever there's man, you have to use it as a person. Wherever there is husband, you have to use it as spouse.
To just remove the laws that are made for women. But there are many cases that went unseen. The cases of men where wrong happened to them, but then the government did not recognize that. They did not treat them. I know that there are women who don't get justice, but can we say that there are very many men who don't get justice as well? But nobody is looking at them, nobody is helping them. They just like they're men. And in many cases, we have seen if whenever something wrong happens, we automatically assume that the men must be wrong. Maybe he did wrong. But we just protect women, but we don't go and ask him that what actually happened. That's my point. So in many cases, we assume that the man is wrong. According to the Arnesh Kumar of 2014 case, it was recognized by the court and government had launched three investigation committees which recognized the problem and solved the failing. From that, they were given justice. Arnesh second. This was for Arnesh Kumar and even Rajesh Sharma of 2017.
Yes. Yeah, there may be false accusation which just happened on January as it's like but the legal system of India is trying to give a fair trial and it has succeeded in many parts. It is counteracting on it's taking control of three situations and
the question is, where did get Section 375 changed?
Okay, you elaborate on that section.
Section 375 rape, harassment of women, but it does not support a man. You're saying that a woman said is raped by a man. Why can't a woman rape a man? Or a man can rape a man, right? If I go file a case on a police will say it's okay, woman is touching you, right? But what? It's the same when it's a woman, right? You have to abolish that case. Rewrite it up.
Okay, we acknowledge the fact that there are men out there who are not getting the attention and justice they need. It is truly devastating, I agree with that. But even if men do not have laws specifically made for them, they are not denied protection. They can still file cases, they can still get justice under sections like 115 of the BNS, 118 of the BNS for causing hurt, for voluntarily causing pain or injury.
Can you mention the sections again?
115 and 118 of the BNS.
Yeah, they don't assault, harassment, rape, women, right? I think so. You're wrong in that statement. Those not my statement was stating a rape of a man.
So, as you said, that laws are also trying to protect men. So, can you just give me a few examples of how Indian laws help men in areas like workplace harassment, family disputes, or sexual assault? I just needed 2 examples so that we can prove your point that yes, men are being protected. Everyday society, that how many women are fearing over men throughout the rape cases and everything. Don't you think there's much more women fearing men? Can I?
And Manisha got here.
Cases of men go unnoticed, then why are men, in society, why do most of the women don't know that how bad happened with men? So that's why the fear is not creating. But if all the cases of how terribly men were raped or they were killed by women, if they come out and if they are seen and recognized, I totally believe, as I said in my last point as well, that men will also fear.
I'd like to address that these laws, like, for example, laws like the sexual harassment of women at workplace and such, like as you have mentioned, these laws were introduced because data shows women disproportionately face such crimes historically as well.
So, man cannot file a case for domestic violence at all. Section 135 CRPC, maintenance to wife. A husband is legally entitled to maintain his wife even after divorce. And this has led to many people getting most of their money and financial, emotional statements being closed.
Laws in India are made to be protective, not biased. These laws were made not like bias towards women against men, not in that way, but in a way that we are protecting vulnerable groups in society who have this.
For each captain to be able to speak. Remember, this is going to be respectful. That we ask that this doesn't go up above a certain points. You may now begin. Please go.
Okay, to claim that Indian laws protect women more than men distorts justice. Women-specific laws are not favoritism, but they're remedies for centuries of systematic oppression. Already, throughout this debate, we have mentioned misuse, false accusations towards men, but all of these are flaws in implementation. And you think that you have mentioned men cannot file, like they face sexual harassment as well, they face rape as well, they are also victims. Why? But you cannot undermine all the problems women face. Women cannot go out at night. They are constantly told that they can't go out at night. They are told to wear specific things. They are the ones questioned. Men can move. We cannot undermine the problems that women face. Men can face problems. Men's protection is not denied by the Indian law.
As in the speech, they was clearly mentioned. But they are supporting that rights are equal, I think. They are opposite to the topic. There's no point of me standing here and debating to a point which is already supporting us.
I am saying that, for example, women are considered victims in cases of sexual assault and rape because they are most vulnerable to it. Okay, the men's population outweighs women's population. They are the ones that face most problems. The cases that women face such crimes outweighs the number of cases that men have. Okay, and laws were created to address these specific issues. It is not saying that women deserve these laws, men don't. It is not in that way. It is meant to protect them. Men can also go ahead if they have faced injustice. They can go to the court. They can strive for their rights. The Indian law has never equal men and women.
Then what about us? And that's we have earlier mentioned 11 major laws. These do not support men. You're confirming that they do support men, but as per the surveys and reports, they do not support men. BNS, after it was introduced in 2023 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, abolishing the IPC sections, right?
Yep.
So where it removed all the rights from men, almost all the major laws which we stated was removed. We are not putting feminism as down. Yep, we are saying feminism is good. At the same time, feminism is good. Support gender biased. Why is that not happening in India? It's actually not in India. It's all over the world. After getting justice for women, there are too many laws. We're protecting women, but after getting that, men are being degraded now. We are just telling the government of India to just seek up that distance where women have reached with their laws. so that they could come to the distance where both men and women are gender neutral over there.
I have to add one point as the host. I'm not leaning on either sides, but I think that it is very unfair when we say that, women have suffered, now it's the time for men to suffer. I don't think that's right for any person or individual to say over here.
Physically, you become more stronger than men because there are laws protecting them, teacher. You're not coming to the point. There are laws protecting them. When your laws are supporting them, they'll go file a case against them. They'll win it, right? But men do not have those laws supporting them. So, whereas because there are no laws, teacher, someone harassing a man cannot be easily taken. If he has a strong mind, he has a strong mindset, it comes to